Hi there, in this video we're going to take a look at 6 tips to buy the right language learning book for you. What do you have to pay attention to and how can you make the most of it? Well, my first tip is the following. Buy second-hand books. They're way cheaper than new books and you can actually get very recent books second-hand. Also, you can go to the library or ask your friends or people you know who studied the same language as you're studying if you can use their book, and then afterwards you can maybe sell your own book or you can give it to someone else who's learning your language. Second tip, in order to do so, in order to sell or to give it away for another person, to another person, use a pencil when you're making the exercises. This is also good if you want to do the exercises again, and you can do it away. If you're using a pen, then you can't take these notes away from your book, so always use a pencil. Tip number 3, take a look at the book before you're buying the book. Take a look at the level. Isn't it too hard for you? Do you understand what is being explained, or is it too difficult? It's very important, for example, on services like Amazon, websites like Amazon, you can take a look at the book beforehand so that you're sure that it doesn't progress too quickly and it's at your level. And this is also very important. That's tip number 4. Be very, very careful. Don't buy advanced books if you're just a beginner. And this might be a little trickier when you're more advanced to find the right book. Hence the importance of taking a look at the book in the library or so in the bookshop where you want to buy the book or online. So tip number 5, make sure you know what you're looking for. There are books with a lot of exercises and there are other types of books, and there are, generally speaking, 3 kinds of books. The first one are the handbooks, which are usually in the language you're learning. And these are the books that you use in a classroom so that the teacher has something to work on, and they go from 1 to the upper levels. So they start from 0 and then they build up. They have something to build up. And this is very important that you have the same handbook as your teacher. Pay a lot of attention to the numbers, because sometimes you might buy the wrong one and you will be buying the one from the wrong level. The second kind of books, generally speaking, are the teach yourself books. So that's if you want to teach yourself the language. They are usually in English or the language you're speaking, and they explain the language in English. Very important there is to pay a lot of attention to the structure of the book, because some of these books aren't really well structured. They go from one thing to another thing. If you like that, that's okay. But I personally prefer the ones that start and then build up. And the third and last type of books are grammar books. If you like grammar, well, buy a grammar book and make sure that the explanations are clear, that you understand these explanations. So that was a long tip number 5. And the last tip would be to check the content of the book. Some people like to have a lot of cultural references. Other people really don't like this. So make sure that the content is at your suited for your needs, and check out the audio. Check if the audio is good, if it's simple, if it's at your level, and also check the accent of the audio. The Brazilian accent is not the same as the Portuguese accent. The British accent isn't the same as the American accent. So make sure you get a book with the right accent. So what is your tip for buying books? Feel free to write it in the comments and see you in another video.